Now, if I was going to take it L Patreon, I realized I was going to have to do it in a few steps. It was going to be a process, but I was prepared to undergo this journey. Process number 1. Reacquaint myself with the game. Familiarity is key in Momo here. She doesn't just let anybody have a world record. You have to know the in and out of Momo. You gotta know her like the back of your hand. So that was my goal, and dare I say that is what I achieved. Not only did I go into the game and discover key glitches or strategies that would defy my journey and my new record, I also found ways to amplify my confidence in the game. I found ways that I could make myself not only faster, but more clever than El Patron, and I will share some of those tricks with you in step number 1. I am back. I got my little timer here. And step 1 is going to be looking for some kind of glitch, speed glitch, something. Mess around a bit or get familiar with the game again. So, nothing too crazy yet. Just warm up to the movement again. Is there a jump mechanic in this game? There is a jump mechanic, which makes me get quite high up. So now I'm going to try to break the game for a little while. So stand by, cue montage.
This might be tricky. When you jump, you can kind of fly. Just wonder if it has any potential for this. Use the first key on that door.
The fact that you can see outside the map like that makes me quite happy.
Okay, it has potential for something to go horribly wrong for the game. I'm lowering the quality doing this fast.
Makes things very fast. Almost too fast. Why does lowering the quality change the sensitivity on the mouse?
See how it's clipping there almost? You can wedge yourself in a certain way. It almost looks like we face through a wall there, but I know we don't. But that's definitely how it feels.
The jump mechanic may be faster than just walking.
Alright, let's go again.
You gotta remember how to actually play this flipping game. I don't remember how to play this game. Okay. There's a blue cord here.
Okay.
It'll be unfortunate if it's just gonna be a battle of speed. Which, I mean, you could win it by a few seconds here and there, but it would be nice to get something completely new.
You know, you're faster all around. If you can just run by him here, you can. Completely can run by him here.
So that teleports you. Now, I don't really want to get all these things.
Sometimes things feel like they're going to break. Okay. The game's like, it's like barely together, but it's like together enough that it's not letting anything break.
I don't know about that.
Anything in this area that's unrendered? Breakable? I don't think so. Oh, that's really high to the roof, though. You can get up there, I don't know what you have to do. Yeah, it's really locked in.
Uh-oh. Momo, don't do it to me. There's 5 of these things total. It's been so long. It's literally been 9 months since I played this. So I do not remember everything at all. So I just want to feel for it. This game runs, by the way, I might not be able to tell, but it runs just awfully. Just absolutely awful. So he jumps on the table. It's obviously a good strat. But curious if there is another way. And I know I have tried this before ages ago.
How quickly you can that's what I'm saying for a second. Okay. I don't think you can. I honestly forgot this part of the game. There is this thing here. I wish I could just phase through a wall, though.
Alright, Momo, we get it. You can leave at any time and I would appreciate it. Yo, she's just breathing. She's Spawn camper?
Still fine here. Okay, is it 39 or not?
613539? How do I know that's the oh, it says on the wall at the beginning. Black marker. Oh yeah, remember that down. $613539. Like a flippin' phone number. How much ammo does it give you? 1 bullet? How quickly can you shoot her? Or infinite rounds? Like, if I shoot her now, is it just... doesn't do anything, right? And if I shoot that now, it doesn't drop it. Okay. Keep spraying at her. So... can I exit that cutscene by that? There's something there at the end. How quickly can I shoot that? Momo is here. It's profoundly and easily one of the greatest games created of all time. Its brilliance and its attention to detail is only matched by its character design and just incredible plot. What I notice when I play this game is that something happens to me. There's a feeling inside that builds and builds and builds, and I've realized this feeling is true ecstasy and joy, like never felt before. The game is meticulously designed to tug on your emotions and manipulate how you view the world as a whole. I have to say that this game has changed my life. Momo is Here was originally designed as a horror game, but in actuality what it became to be was a fantasy game, as I fantasized about how this simple game could change my life in such an incredible way. I played Momo is Here for hours upon hours on stream, and we all enjoyed the heck out of it. It was a life-changing event, but I became the world record holder. Albeit the only one that ever ran the game, but I was a world record holder because I was the first to ever complete Momo, but I also did it with skill and grace unmatched and unrivaled like the world never seen in any game before. Super Cubby was a speedrun world record holder and one of the most profound, impactful games in modern human history. I developed Momo is Here's speedrun website. I made sure it had wonderful background images. I worked very hard on its infrastructure and submitted my runtimes post-haste. Best speedrun ever. Amazing speedrun. Fastest in the world were the comments. Look at that. Absolutely incredible. The fans are going wild for Super Cubby. But everything changed when El Patron attacked. Da 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 da. El Patron translates directly to a vibrant restaurant in the beautiful heart of Mexico. But in actuality, what it meant was a Super Cubby rival. The only one with the potential to take down Super Cubby was El Patron. But little did El Patron know what he was in for. Reflecting on El Patron's level in his run, I realized there were some loopholes in his gameplay. He wasn't quite hitting all the potential that he could have in his run. After I watched, and I was impressed at first initially with how optimized he made the speed of the run. He also found a new strategy, which I have referred to as table straddling, which I thought was quite impressive. But what El Patron forgot was that I would be able to use his powers against him. The first main trick, which I discovered, was the skipping of animations. You can click on a doorway and it will quickly open and register that you've already picked up an item, even though you really haven't seen the animation for picking it up. This is a pretty obvious one, and one that we both used in our runs. Sometimes as well, another big blemish which I found in the game was the loading times. At certain moments, you would hit an invisible wall of sorts after completing a section of the game. One big one being after you teleport through the closet, somehow that's possible, into the next room where you have to gather the generators. There sometimes is a moment of paralysis. You just can't move. It's hecked up. So what I found was an alternative to this is if you quickly press the pause button and you can resume it, you can go into the game and it will let you move a little bit faster. Also, sometimes you can just wait it out is the fastest approach. Sometimes jumping simply fixes it, but not always. So that's something I found was really finicky with it. There's 3 different strategies. I did the pause one a bunch, but towards the end, the jump strategy was working for me. The next thing I would use to beat El Patron and to complete the run was something I deemed the Cub Hop. Now, the Cub Hop is something I did not see him employ in his run, which I was really startled by. In his run, he does a lot of sprinting, a lot of running, good navigation, pretty clean turns and executions, but I was going to be a little more messy with my run, as we do know how I roll. I would employ some jumps, some continuous jumps in my run while moving, which gives me a brief 1.4 seconds approximately of levitation. So this levitation would help me smoothly go over obstacles that would get in my way, as everything in this game will clip and drag onto you, and it also allowed me to increase my speed by approximately 0.69%, therefore allowing me to shave some time off the clock. Unfortunately, the cutscene of death, I could not find anything to break the cutscene of death. This was just something you had to watch, and it lasts 1 full minute of time. Absolutely brutal. The next major strategy here, something El Patron discovered. He was able to discover a way to avoid the AI of Momo detecting you when you're holding the red wire in the 3rd section of the game. You straddle the table. You sidestep it as Momo is moving. As long as you continuously move along the table, Momo will not detect you and simply just skadoot on by. But El Patron was a little bit nervous, perhaps nerves or perhaps a lack of confidence or experience. Waited a while for Momo to walk by, as you can see in this clip here. Yeah, he's waiting a bit. He's waiting a bit to go. See, he's hesitating. He's nervous. What I would decided to do in my runs would be to risk it all in that very moment. Sometimes it bite me in the butt. But I wonder if there's a better way to do that. Sometimes, though, it paid off. And it allowed me to save a little bit of time grabbing the wires and the duct tape and repairing the generator much more quickly. Here, El Patron on his run very cleverly went back on the table to avoid Momo. Oh wow, look at that. On the table, pretty smart, can avoid it. And then we'll just scoot on by after she's gone. Not bad, El Patron, not bad. However, me, on my run, I discovered that, hey, you know what? Maybe we can, in fact, if we're quick enough, get Momo while she's in the bed. Which leads me to the bedroom skip. The bedroom skip can be executed when Momo, if you do it quick enough, glitches into the bedroom instead of coming out towards the main room. Momo will sidestep into this your room instead of going into your room. This gives you a brief window to actually scoop by Momo and get to the cellar room. Something El Patron did not execute, which saves about 3 to 4 seconds. The last trick, which I would use to beat El Patron, which one I did not use either. I didn't use any of these tricks really on my first speedrun attempt. It's called the premature gunfirelation. It's a very high IQ maneuver. But as Momo comes down the stairs, you will be tempted to wait until she's underneath the cage, which El Patron does here. Waits, 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 waits some more, and then fires. However, I would be using the premature gunfirelation strategy to shoot, at least attempt to shoot, as soon as she's on the stairs. Not when she gets down underneath the cage, so the game would just register it being completed without it necessarily have to make sense in your mind. Believe it or not, nothing really makes sense with this game, as she clips out of the cage. Point proven. If you shoot that heckin' thing right as she's there, that'll be a big time save as well. So, I attempted to do the impossible and, indeed, get a world record. Here's what happened. Alright, I lied. One more try. Pretty good. Set phasers the fun. Impeccable. Absolutely impeccable. It's a sub 1 minute between those two bits. Don't want to mess this rest bit up. Gotta try to keep your focus during Momo's little death stare. She does have nice eyes though. You know, they say that the eye is a window to the soul, and I think that says a lot about Momo's character. The rest of her, not so much. Okay. Here we go. Open that puppy up. Open that puppy up. So we're going to play it very safe this time. I'm not going to do the corner strat. I'm not going to do the sneak strat. I'm going to just play it safe for the table. Since that first bit was so good. I'll flip. Six, 1, 3, 5, 3, 9. It's bearing with me for now. That's happy about that. I bet you I could sneak by her if I do it quick enough just then. Probably don't have to wait by the table. Hopefully that lever went down there. Truth be told, I have no idea what the levers even do. Just always do it. Invisible wall, no. Okay. But it's still good. I'm just thinking about how you can make it even better. It's not going to be sub 4, but it's close, boy. It's flipping close. It just makes you want to get it all that more. I like to pop some extra warning shots. To anybody else that's going to try to steal my heckin' record, grab that when you can. Grab that when you get a chance. Thank you. Alright, that's 417. That's pretty good. Upon making this video, I've submitted my speedrun record to El Patron, who has a little while to accept that it's submission. El Patron may make a run in response to my completion of this. He may not. It's still up in the air. One thing is certain. I am the certifiable winner of Momo is here once again. And I will be beating anyone that comes from my record. I am not intimidated. I know that Momo is my friend, and by the power of Momo, I will always prevail. Momo is here is not just a game. Remember that. Momo is not just here. Momo is in here. Always. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And please, go on speedrun.com. Give some love to El Patron. Give some love to the Momo is here servers and to the developers and what have you. And hopefully it gets approved for the speedrun record. And maybe we'll hear from El Patron in the future. We will see. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Alright, take number 1,572,000. Bruh. Yeah, not smart. Didn't mean to fly that close to the sun. Almost just glitched out of the whole flipping world there. How excellent would that have been? Kinda want to try it again. This one's always so flipping hard to pick up. Uh-oh. Here we go. I'm ready. Sorry, Momo, I was distracted for a second, but I promise you it wasn't an insult to you or your character who you are as a person. I'm just trying to get food on the side here. I'm trying to order some food. It all started 9 months ago when I played the game for the first time. I was sweet, I was innocent, I was naive to the potential of what Momo is here had to offer me. I gave it my best shot. It took me a while to complete the game at first, but after some grueling, difficult gameplay, I was able to overcome all obstacles and achieve a victory.